Local construction industry is feeling the impacts of increased immigration enforcement. Last week, Governor Ron DeSantis was in Panama City announcing the results from the first week of the joint Panhandle enforcement operation between the Highway Patrol and federal agencies. But as News 13's Grace Velez tells us, during that time, construction sites were abandoned, projects fell behind schedule, and industry workers are raising concerns.
They
grabbed them all, a man says as they pass a landscaping crew in Freeport. The recent crackdown on illegal immigration across the Panhandle is raising serious concerns over potential labor shortages.
Instability is bad for business, and I want to make sure that we have stability both in our economy and in our public safety.
Anyone in the town that was actually paying attention to what was happening, it's in the industry, you can see it. You know, job sites empty, it just looked like a ghost town.
Local development and infrastructure professionals say they understand it's necessary to come to this country legally.
We have to have safe borders. We have to know who's coming and going. We need to make sure that people coming in should be here, that we want them here, and there are people that we absolutely positively do not want. Do we have a level playing field? That's a question for other people to ask. But as a business, I just want to know what the rules are, how we're operating, because some of the people that are being removed do have work visas. In fact, a lot of them have work visas.
Architect Anthony Valley says the inconsistent policies are bad for business.
You have to have policies. But again, if the policies aren't clear and the policies are wishy-washy or can change without any kind of notice, it's really hard to do business.
And there could be significant trickle-down effects on developments across the Panhandle.
Condominium project, it's on the south end. So yeah, that one's a $25 million project. It's been shut down for at least a week as a result of that. That particular job being shut down for a week means that, you know, contractors are sending everyone home because there's not the other staff that would be there to help set things up for them. It's, you know, plumbers, it's electricians, it's concrete guys, people doing rebar. You know, if you don't finish that one task, it delays everyone else.
In the fickle construction world, even falling one day behind schedule can cost thousands of dollars.
And one day might cost them, you know, who knows, $60,000, $80,000 between the interest and the time frames being expanded. How long can someone sustain that before it's just not profitable anymore?
This developer asked to remain anonymous because he understands this is a politically charged topic. He says he knows of around 50 immigrants who were picked up by troopers over a 48-hour period. He claims many had work visas and were picked up while working. He says the goal is not to take a political stance, but to point out the implications of labor disruptions on an area that thrives on development.
No matter what your political stance is, it is going to affect you. I understand the reasons behind what they're doing and understand it's a huge problem that there's no easy solution to. But I also think that we need to look at this through the lens of reason and the economy.
Supporters argue enforcement creates more jobs for Americans, but others question if that's realistic for industries with time constraints and required skill sets.
The people building our homes, the people taking care of our children, people cooking our food, you know, these are skills. You know, I defy anyone to tell me that a stucco job is an unskilled trade. That's a hard job.
It is going to create more jobs, but do we have the means to fill those positions in a timely fashion? No, not within 48 hours.
These are people that own businesses and pay taxes on those businesses. And if they're not doing payroll and they're just taking the regular scheduled deductions, they're paying more in taxes, and they don't get benefits, and they don't get Medicare and retirement. You know, they're not even using our health care in a lot of cases. This is not, you know, the worst of the worst. This is you know, professionals. This is skilled labor. These are people who have the talent, and we've been benefiting off of that talent.
In Walton County, Grace Velez, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
In June, President Trump addressed agricultural labor disruptions, indicating he planned on making changes to protect farmers. The anonymous developer in our story said he'd like to see those provisions for the construction industry as well.